crowd on hand. We're going to shatter Samuelson, a new acquisition in the from the last 3 seasons. During her second season, feeds it inside, catch and shoots. Number 1 overall pick back in 2022. The step through blocked and a foul. Barbara Turner. Austin and Howard, a terror on the cross court. Howard. Gray catch and shoot.
Giving me the freedom to be me. Caitlin Clark. She'll be ready.
Feeds inside. Parker Tyus, Boston.
Period.
Clark on the drive, gets inside.
But she made that one look pretty easy, just to see how that takes shape.
It's Gray on a backdoor pass to gel. This whole roster to gel. And
pass and nail it down middle of the paint.
Key season. Howard's been an all-star.
W last season had been playing in China.
Experience. There's Parker Tyus. Got married in the office.
In addition to Ryan Howard.
Here's Tenny Cole. To work, spins, fires. Did she get it off? An opener. They brought in Crystal Dangerfield for 5 minutes for Tanisha Wright's group. Response to a couple of Howard. Step back 3. Greg Bentley will launch. Back for Smith, wide open at the foul line. Pass. And that 3 there by Hull. Tough look. It spins. It's been her first 8 years in NICU at the Olympic break in the mid-like Clark, and she weaves her way inside. And Clark. Find underneath. Bentley maybe too far underneath. Not giving chase. Smith the step through. Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston.
And with Caitlin Clark and then healthy for Indiana.
Holman spinning inside. That's what this is a preseason game.
Yeah, I mean, week or so.
Oh, what a fire.
To find herself open.
How her competitive juices have
got her hands on the WNBA ball.
Hack Cambridge field out. Smith difficult.
Back number 1 picks.
Here's aerial power, real strength. You've got 9, 10.
Tina Charles, aerial powers dwarfs.
Samuelson on the shot lay. Give and go. Fed Bentley cook. Tina Charles a straightaway 3. That's a
Dangerfield, who was just traded.
Wallace gets inside.
Game is what's really going to shine.
A little underrated as Charles, and that's underrated.
Have to be so impressed with her vision.
As Howard banging down low with Bolt tries to. Here is Alicia Gray. Smith goes back to work. Push shot. Season game as Howard dials up. So much length, and the Fever having real problems.
As we saw Ryan.
The A moment. She had a massive night. Watch for Caitlin Clark once we start on 2. Down to 6. Corner 3 from Celeste. Right on that cut line. This is such a. Charles turning on Boston.
Melissa Smith and Aaliyah Boston on the. We love a little bit of a consistency. Ooh.
Charles, step back, tough look at the 3. Oh, look at the behind the back.
Oh, she's laughing up the court.
Right back onto the floor. Here, Smith is wide open. And
where on the floor?
Haley Jones. She'd like to shoot the 3 ball better this
from the Fever. Bring them versatility on both ends.
Actually, with Jordan Canada out, that's Gray.
Level.
See the attention. Berger spins, fades, fires. Parker Tyus charging.
VP, and she looks in
2024. Parker Tyus misses. Bullies her way inside. Great battles in 2023. Your pro, Smith. The 2 best point guards in the last few years as Jones works her way. Coffee way off the screen, finds some space, and there's a great moments here from Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Berger off balance and gets the bounce. Powers just bullet.
Confidence, a little confusion here. We've got a couple
everywhere here in the first half. Taylor wide open, and Barry ball to fall. Jones pulls up. Shot won't. And before the shot,
Anthony Henderson, former
fakes into the corner. Here's Taylor off the mark. This building rise every time she touches the ball. Over the head of Samuelson, but Taylor right back. Opts for Fag Bentley, who runs into depths to a cutting Fag Bentley. Can't get Taylor. Temi Fag Bentley.
It's the lead, knowing that a bunch of
Charles, bank shot, can't get Berger. That's a deep 2. It rims
that final roster. So are they going
to take the lead? Melissa Smith out. Handling here on the post with Boston.
After that one.
And Boston shot Correa. Second half minutes coming.
For a couple of practices, the transition.
Really thin camp roster because of that. To being ready for those passes.
At the line.
And there's Samuel's
ability to distribute.
Howard finds Gray making Clark.
The steal.
Gray into ball. Rim protectors. And
her range a couple times now. She can get up the floor.
The first couple of years. I'll tell you, Sheetlin Clark. Gray launches. Clark, oh, pretty pass to Boston. Forward pass, she sets up Howard. Clark, step back from the Logan lane, and an easy two.
Amazing to see her back out here.
The fans may be indulging in the double. Samuelson is wide open, and
Teeting up.
Dangerfield can't. Here is Clark, catch and shoot from Berger.
Frustration there on that one to create.
There's a knee here in defense.
Right there on the logo.
Boston said it. Aaliyah Boston being to do with this.
That's really cool, and I mean,
Catch, Dangerfield, left Clark spinning, twisting, turning.
the WNBA just hawking her.
Starting the season with some of the leagues of Boston, backing her way in. Fine. Powers working off the Hillman screen, way outside. You bet. Full percentage. Oh, I mean, here, good position. There's a whistle for Taylor. Clark still on the floor. Bounce pass to help expedite this process. Need to go up double digits. With a 5, here's Coffey who launches, and here's Smith. That was knocked away. Good defense by Amir. Herself gets it to Fagbenle. Extra pass. You retain a second.
Late in the game.
Coffey
Really worked to be
screen. She will launch. A new rule. You do that. You hands of Amir here. Right place, right time. And the last chance to impress. The opening night happens a week from today. Smith working the baseline and
deal. See how this Indiana was getting bullied in the post.
Turnaround here for the Fever defense. Smith. Powers over Samuelson. Tough shot. Close to a regular season rotation. Boston bullies inside. A spin move.
She lets things plays out.
That defender, by the way, fights. Alice gets inside. Fades and hits.
Finding an opening right in the middle of the paint.
Just pulled down that fly ball. Hangs.
Oof.
Samuelson finds some space. Backdoor pass.
Addition here at the helm.
There's Samuelson with a shot clock winding down for one dribble and is fouled on. Let's see. Shoulder injury she suffered in Washington. Some of that Kate.
Celeste Taylor, who was trying to make that. Ooh.
Hard cut, some help. He turns on the drive. Little fake. She could really develop into a weapon.
She covers with her strides. Whether
Berger on the shot fake. Powers sails by.
Final preseason game unscathed.
Christy Sides running pretty regular. Massive part in that.
I played at Penn. She played at Harvard.
And Anderson didn't see me. Underneath, good position. Ami here. Haven't seen Kelsey Mitchell. Atlanta hasn't either. They haven't had Canada. Their starters on the floor. Boston did hit 4 of them last season. Year in the WNBA. One of the best shooters all time. Berger, good defense by Berger in danger. 30-minute preseason game. Handoff, Samuelson. Powers, that's a deep 2 of 12 from the field. On the drive, gets inside.
A deep bag of tricks.
70 seconds as Cave. Both coaches working on different things here. Boston, the shot fake. Oh, here, back on the attack, slashing, and another shot clock and game clock. They do not have Boston through traffic, had it deflect. Pause, that something. Clark off the screen, sidesteps to a cutting Fagbenle. Can't get real good look at players like Celeste Taylor, Temi Fagbenle.